Alright, for quiz 8 here, the first one is to evaluate 8 factorial over the 9 minus 3 factorial by hand without a calculator. So what I want to see for this is your work for how you're going about simplifying this. So don't just plug this one into your calculator to get the answer. I want to see some sort of work here as well, otherwise you will miss the points on this one. So first of all, on the top here, we have 8 factorial, so that's really 8 times 7 times 6, all the way down until 1. So you don't have to necessarily write all of the numbers out to show that you know that that's being multiplied all the way down until you get down to 1, divided by, and then in the denominator, if we do the 9 minus 3, we get 6 factorial. So that means on the bottom, we really have a 6 all the way down to 1. So all of these factors in the bottom cancel out with those same factors on the top. So remember, anything in the numerator and denominator that are the same for factors, you can cancel out. So then we're left with just 8 times 7. And if we do 8 times 7, we get 56 for our answer here. Like normal, if you have questions on this stuff or anything else, make sure that you are asking. So you do want to make sure that you know how to work these out, especially if you're not used to using your calculator. You want to make sure that you're practicing with the calculator you're going to use for the quiz and the test, so that way you know how to use it. Because I know some of my calculators, the ones I normally lend out, do not have the factorial button if I remember correctly. Or if it does, it's not as easy to use as some of the other ones. So you do want to make sure that you are practicing with the calculator you're going to use on the quiz. For this next one, to determine the number of distinguishable arrangements of the letters in the word references, first of all, you have to count to see how many letters there are in the word references. So it looks like there we have 10 letters. So on the top of this, we're going to have a 10 factorial then. And then in the bottom, in the denominator, to write down how many of each of those letters we have. And you want to make sure that you're putting it all in parentheses here, so that way you end up dividing all of those. Because otherwise your calculator is only going to divide the first two and then multiply the other ones and give you an answer that is much too large. So here, for instance, with the R, we have 2 of those. We have a 2 factorial there, times, and then if we count the number of E's, we have 4 E's. So we have 4 factorial for that part. Try and write that a little bit better for you here. There we go. Times, and then for the next one, for the F, we have only 1 F there. And you don't necessarily have to write out the ones that have a 1 factorial, because 1 factorial is just 1, and 1 times anything is just going to give you that same value again. So you can choose whether or not you want to write out the extra ones. I normally do it just to make sure that I have all of the letters accounted for. So it looks like our next letter was an N. We only have 1 N as well. Times, and then the C, we have 1 of those. And then the S, we only have 1 of those. And then we group all of that together in the denominator. So then if you plug that into your calculator, do the 10 factorial divided by, and then parentheses that entire denominator. For an answer there, it looks like we should get 75,600. So you don't have to work this one out by hand like the first one, but you do definitely need to show what it is you're doing to get to your answer there, just like normal. Make sure that you're practicing, make sure you're getting those same answers there, so that way you're entering them into your calculators correctly. So in this next one, we have determine the number of combinations of 13 things taken 3 at a time. So here for numbers 3 and 4, you're going to have either combinations or permutations for those. And they're not necessarily both going to be the opposite of each other. So you might have a combination and another combination. They could be both permutations, or you could have one of them be a combination, one of them be a permutation. So you do want to make sure that you read them carefully to see what you're working with, because that'll change what formula you're using. So in this case it says combination, so that means we have 13, and then the symbol for combinations is a C, 3. Remember, you always put the bigger number first, the smaller number second, whenever you're doing your permutations and combinations. And for these permutation and combinations ones, like I've told you guys in class, you do want to make sure that you're writing out the formula there as well. So here, for instance, for combination, we'd have 13 factorial over, and then for this, we have 3 factorial, and that also times 13 minus 3 factorial. And then if you're putting this all into your calculator at once, like I would suggest, you want to make sure you put an extra parentheses around everything in that denominator there to make sure that you get it entered correctly. So if you don't have that extra parenthesis, then your calculator is only dividing the first 2 terms and then multiplying the last one, which will give you a much larger number than you should get. So make sure you're careful with those parentheses. So here for an answer, looks like you should get 286 for your answer there. And then the next one here, so one of them will actually say permutations or combinations, like number 3, say either permutations or combinations, whereas the last one you're going to have to decide whether it's a permutation or combination based on if order matters or not. So here we have how many different 4-member committees can be formed from a group of 35 members if these members will be president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. So here, since they are different positions here that they're being selected for the committee, we would have a permutation because we've got some sort of ranking or ordering going on. So whenever there's some sort of order, then you're dealing with a permutation. If there's no type of order or ranking or anything like that, then it would be a combination instead. So make sure you're reading that carefully, see if the order matters or not. If order matters, like in this one, we have different ranking with the president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary, you want to make sure you're using permutation. Otherwise, it would be a combination. And in this case, we have 35 members, and we are selecting 4 of those. So for your formula here for permutation, you would have that first number, the 35 factorial. And then in the denominator, we just have the 35 minus 4 factorial apart. So remember, for the combinations, you also would have times 4 factorial in the denominator. You don't have that extra times 4 factorial in the denominator whenever you're dealing with permutation. You just have the 35 minus 4 factorial in that denominator there. And then once again, you want to make sure that you're entering that in correctly to your calculators to get the correct answer. Looks like here we should get 1,256,640. And make sure, like I said, for your permutations and combinations that you are including those formulas as well. Don't just plug it in as is into your calculator. You can do that to check your answer, but you do need to have the formulas there as well, otherwise you will lose some points there. Make sure, like normal, if you have questions, make sure to let me know.